President TINUBU celebrates advertising icon BIODUN SHOBANJO on his 80th birthday. President TINUBU, KOGI Governor AHMED ODODO, SWS, others celebrate with Christians all over the world, preach love. Palestinian Christians struggle to find hope at Christmas. In sport, karate, Nigeria eyes more global triumph after Commonwealth success. Merry Christmas and a warm welcome to you. This is MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Khadijat Mohammed. Thanks for joining. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu extends warm felicitations to Dr. BIODUN SHOBANJO, a titan of Nigeria's advertising industry, on his 80th birthday. President Tinubu joins the SHOBANJO family, friends and well-wishers in honoring a highly esteemed marketing communications expert and multiple award-winning advertising guru. SHOBANJO started his stellar career at the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation and joined Grand Advertising in 1971. He became Deputy Managing Director in 1976 and left 4 years later to found Insight Communications, an instant game changer in Nigeria's advertising industry. SHOBANJO and his team notably transformed Insight into a colossal marketing company, adding Quadrant, Nigeria's first PR consultancy, and an all-seasons Mediacom, Nigeria's first media independent, over time. He consolidated all the companies under the umbrella of the Troika organization, including Halogen Security, which he founded in 1992. The President acknowledges Dr. SHOBANJO's significant contributions to advancing the marketing communications industry, a sector pivotal for fostering economic growth, social development, and infrastructural progress in Nigeria. He commended Dr. SHOBANJO's illustrious career journey and highlighted his achievements as a broadcaster, entrepreneur, and advertising professional, and noted that these accomplishments exemplified the virtues of discipline, integrity, and dedication which inspire young professionals. President Tinubu is confident that Dr. SHOBANJO will continue to impact his vast experience and insights to practitioners who aspire to uphold best practices based on truth, local content promotion, and transparency, which align with Nigeria's national development goals. He wishes Dr. SHOBANJO many more years of good health and continued success. The Federal Republic of Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has enjoined Nigerians to be mindful of those facing difficulties as they join others worldwide to celebrate the blessed season of Christmas across the country. The President made the charge in his Christmas message to Nigerians to celebrate moderately and remember those going through difficulties. According to Tinubu, Nigerians should celebrate moderately and remember their neighbors, family members, and the people they encounter daily, whether in places of worship, markets, offices, or boardrooms. He said, "Let everyone extend similar support and prayers to the nation's leaders. With the backing, they can serve the country diligently and strive for prosperity." The governor of KOGI State, AHMED ODODO, celebrates with Christians globally. In his message, Governor ODODO said Christmas is a time to reflect on the boundless love of God, exemplified through the birth of Jesus Christ, whose life inspires us to embrace compassion, generosity, and unity. He said the season reminds the people of the values that bind mankind together as a community: peace, tolerance, and the unwavering spirit of resilience. Governor ODODO encouraged Kogites to use this time to show kindness to one another, especially to those in need, and to strengthen the bonds of love and friendship within their families and neighborhoods. As we prepare to usher in a new year, he reaffirmed his commitment to the growth and prosperity of the state, with the assurance that together, the government will continue to build a KOGI state where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive and contribute meaningfully to their collective progress. He sought for peaceful celebration with joy, love, and hope, and extended his heartfelt Christmas greetings to everyone and their families. The Deputy Governor, Joel Salifo, also extended his heartfelt congratulations to the good people of the state on the festive occasion of the 2024 Christmas celebration and New Year, urging all residents to embody the virtues of love and selflessness as demonstrated in the sacred scriptures, where God bestowed his Son, Jesus, to atone for the sins of humanity. He also advocates for the continued peace and togetherness of the people for the advancement of the state. While the Kogi State Head of Service, Dr. Elijah Evinemi, in a statement made available to newsmen in Lokoja, urged Christians to use the occasion to reflect on the teachings of Jesus Christ. He added Merry Christmas to all civil servants and the good people of Kogi State. As they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, they should remember the values of love, kindness, and generosity that this season embodies. The head of service commended the state governor, AHMED ODODO, for prioritizing staff welfare, stressing that the prompt payment of December salary allowed the civil servants to plan for the Christmas and New Year celebrations. He pledged the resolve of workers to reciprocate the governor's gestures by working hard to ensure the success of the government's programs and policies. Kogi State Chairman of Nigeria Union of Pensioners, NUP, Engineer Elders Clement Otaru Ohida, extended his warmest felicitation to the servant leader of Kogi State, Ahmed Usman Ododo, his deputy, Joel Salif Oibo, senior citizens, Christian community, and the totality of the citizens for observing this epoch-making and memorable occasion. Engineer Clement Ohida, in his Christmas felicitation message, described Christmas as a season of merriment and joy as the birth of Jesus Christ brought salvation to mankind and the universe and liberated man from the bondage of sins and iniquities. As the world comes together to celebrate the joy and spirit of Christmas, the international president of Stand Up for Women Society, SWS, Barrister Deborah Ijadele Adetona, has extended her warmest wishes to all on Christmas, saying it was a special time of year that reminds humans of the values that bring people together: love, kindness, and generosity. Barrister Deborah urged the people as they gather with family and friends to remember those who are less fortunate and strive to make a positive difference in communities. She emphasized the importance of compassion, empathy, and understanding during the holiday season and prayed the season to bring peace, happiness, and hope to all Nigerians. SWS International President noted that since Christmas symbolizes the birth of Jesus Christ, the Savior, she urged Christians to love and extend their love to all mankind because Jesus Christ was born for the whole world, not for Christians alone. She prayed for the repose of those who died of stampedes across the various designated places where some NGOs and individuals love to share palliative for the vulnerable. She prayed such an incident never to happen again. Kogi State House of Assembly has passed the 2025 appropriation bill of over 582 billion naira as presented to it for scrutiny and approval by Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo on December 3rd. The bill tagged Budget of Consolidation and Continuity for Inclusive Growth was aimed at building on the solid economic foundation laid by the previous administration. The appropriation bill followed the adoption of the report of the House Standing Committee on Appropriation, Budget Monitoring and Economic Planning, culminating from an earlier public hearing. Reporting from the Committee of Supply on the bill, where it was given clause-by-clause consideration, the Speaker, Aliu Umar Yusuf, said the bill had authorized recurrent expenditure of over 2 billion naira. The authorized capital expenditure, according to the Speaker, stands at over 301 billion naira, while the bill with budgeted allocation of funds to each ministries, departments and agencies takes effect from January 1, 2025 and ends December 31, 2025. Aliu thanked the lawmakers for discharging their fundamental responsibility in attending to the budget of the state, despite being bereaved of a member and former Deputy Speaker, Enema Paul, represented the Kina Okura State constituency. Kogi State House of Assembly has confirmed the appointment of chairman and commissioner nominees as board members of Kogi State Electricity Regulatory Commission and the State Fiscal Responsibility Commission. The chairman and commissioner nominees were confirmed after their screening at a committee of the whole in a confirmatory hearing during plenary sitting on the floor of the House at the Assembly Complex in Lokoja. The nominees include Engineer Abdusalam Yusuf as Commissioner Market, Competition and Rates, Professor Abdulkarim Ibrahim, Commissioner Legal, Eliga Enema Michael, Commissioner Evaluation, Performance and Monitoring, and Mohammed Mabo Kasim as the Commission Secretary. Nominees for Fiscal Responsibility Commission include Jimo Mohammed Adenoy as Chairman, Central, Engineer Ayowande Femi, West, Yahya Deriso, East, Mohammed Musa, Central, and Ayodeji Emmanuel, Secretary. The nominees were given the privilege of taking a bow and leave since the 8th Assembly in the state was in mourning over the demise of his former Deputy Speaker and member representing the Kina Okora State constituency, late Enema Paul. The Speaker, Ali Umar Yusuf, urged the nominees to direct their energy, expertise, and resources to the development and improvement of electricity supply for the people of the state. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman ODODO has awarded a contract worth 69 million naira for the rehabilitation of Government Secondary School, ILUKE, through the Kogi State Community and Social Development Agency, CSDA. The school, which was devastated by fire in 2020, is set to undergo its first major renovation since its establishment in 1977. Speaking at the flag-off ceremony, the Kogi State Commissioner for Education, Wemi Jones, described the project as a pivotal moment in the state's commitment to educational development.
I would say today is indeed historic because this school, GSS ILUKE, is a legacy school that Kogi State inherited from the old Kwara State. And this is like the major government presence in the entire BUNU district before that development came up. This school had a fire disaster in the year 2020, and we have been back and forth on its renovation. Well, gladly, the executive governor of Kogi State, Alhaji AHMED Usman ODODO, graciously approved for the total overhaul, rehabilitation and renovation of this school, which is indeed a carryover because the former governor gave approval. Now, this is a carryover that His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman ODODO graciously released funds for the school to be renovated, and it is indeed massive.
He emphasized that education remains the top priority of the ODODO administration, which is heavily investing in primary and secondary education to prepare students for the state's numerous tertiary institutions. The Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, also hailed the initiative as a fulfillment of Governor ODODO's promises.
And it goes to show also the commitment of the governor to education of all our citizens in the state. It is something that is plausible, and we want to thank the governor for the beautiful job that he has been doing and what this school will be transformed into. You know, as an old student of the school, I also want to express, on behalf of all the old students, our appreciation to the governor for bringing back the glory of this school through this very wonderful rehabilitation that we start immediately and also complete it before the first year anniversary is a very huge task. But the governor is someone that has always been delivering, and we are very confident that with the promise to release funds immediately, it will be delivered.
He reflected on his personal connection to the school, describing it as an instrumental in shaping his life. The general manager of the CSDA, Dauda Momo, disclosed that the project includes the renovation of 3 boreholes in the community alongside the school rehabilitation.
My appreciation goes to His Excellency, the Chief Servant of Kogi State, His Excellency Alhaji Usman ODODO Ahmed, who has graciously approved the funding of this project. The community is exempted from paying any counterpart fund because governor has approved that the community will not pay any counterpart fund for the renovation of this school. So our appreciation goes to His Excellency for giving us that enabling environment to operate.
He assured the public that the project would be completed within 4 weeks as directed by the governor. The Olu of ILUKE BUNU, His Royal Highness Chief Funsho Aimiro, expressed gratitude to Governor ODODO for delivering on his promise. He said the project reflects the governor's dedication to the development of the community and the entire state.
And today we are witnessing a thing that is very unique. The first major renovation of the school since 1977. And we are grateful to the governor of the state, the current governor of the state of KOGI State, who has graciously approved the project for renovation. We are grateful to our Honorable Commissioner, who is an indigene of the district and of KOGI local government, who has facilitated this particular renovation. So also is the Honorable Commissioner for Information, a stakeholder. We are grateful for his support and what he has been doing for us and as a community. We cannot but talk about the general manager, who has put everything in place for us, so that today will come to pass. We are grateful to him, as well as Engineer BIODUN. I will continue to mention him. I think you came here more than 3 times visiting. We are grateful, and the rest staff of CD Community Development Agency, Lokoja. That is happening at our time. Our names will be written in gold. We thank you for the support you have given the community, and that is happening at my own time too. That the school is being renovated. A school that was established in 1977. The first major renovation is happening now, with the approval of the KOGI State government and the governor. We are grateful and we are very happy, and we are delighted in the development. May God help every one of us.
He expresses gratitude to the fullest. The school's principal, Olorunfemi Membole, echoed the community's appreciation, while residents of ILUKE celebrated the development, calling it an investment in the future of their children. The rehabilitation of GSS ILUKE reinforces Governor ODODO's vision of empowering communities and prioritizing education as a cornerstone of KOGI State's progress. We go for a short break. We will be right back. Do stay with us.
The Governor of Ondo State, Honorable Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, invites the general public to the first edition of the Akeredolu Leadership Lecture Series in honor of the former Governor of Ondo State, late Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, SAN, CON. The lecture will be delivered by legal luminary Femi Falana, SAN, under the chairmanship of Basharun Seide Arogbofa, OFR. Date is Friday, 27th December 2024. Venue is the International Culture and Event Center, The Dome. Time is 12 noon. Let's come together to celebrate the legacies of our former governor. Office of the Secretary to the Government of Ondo State. Announcer.
Welcome back. Katsina State Governor Diko Umaru Rada has announced significant reform to the state's Hajj operations, noting that unproductive personnel will no longer be permitted to accompany pilgrims to the Holy Land. The announcement came when the governor received the 2024 Hajj delegation report from State Amirul Hajj Tukur Ahmed Jikamshi. The governor stressed that public funds will not be expended on individuals who are not committed to serving pilgrims diligently. Governor Rada further noted that he conducted meetings with the chairman of the 34 local governments to ensure only qualified scholars are selected as preachers for future Hajj operations. He says state administration will hold the Pilgrims Welfare Board accountable for any involvement of non-serious staff in future operations. Governor Rada also promised to establish a media committee for improved coverage of Hajj activities and promised to carefully review all recommendations in the report submitted by the Hajj Committee. In presenting the delegation's report, Tukur Ahmed Jikamshi, former state deputy governor and current Amirul Hajj, highlighted several critical issues requiring attention. He stressed the necessity of empowering the Pilgrims Welfare Board to handle the screening of scholars, noting that many of the current local government appointed preachers lack the proper qualifications to guide pilgrims effectively. And on crime, some suspected hoodlums have attacked the palace of Esu Lokoja, Emmanuel Dauda Shelika, Nyampa 4, burning properties within the premises, including a vehicle. The palace, located on plot 306, New Layout Lokoja, was allegedly attacked by hoodlums at about 1 a.m. on Saturday. The Nupe natives of Lokoja Development Union were planning to host the second edition of the Nupe Natives end-of-year event tagged Lokoja 24, Nupe Cultural Fiesta, on December 21, 2024, before the incident occurred. The event was, however, aborted due to the unfortunate attack. The traditional ruler appealed to the government and security agencies to investigate the cause of the attack and bring perpetrators and their sponsors to justice. He admonished Nupe natives in Lokoja to avoid any reprisal attack but continue to remain peaceful and law-abiding, and allowed the government and security agencies to conduct a thorough investigation of the attack. No fewer than 14 persons were reportedly killed and one other injured in a night attack in Gidan Ado community of Frium local government area of Plateau State. The National Publicity Secretary of Irigwe Community Development Association, Sam Jugo, confirmed the incident. He said they had reported the incident to Operation Safe Haven, a multi-security task force maintaining peace in the state, adding that troops from the operation had responded to the attack. The attacks took place 2 days after the police command had deployed officers to 5 local government areas of the state ahead of Christmas and New Year celebrations, including Riom, where the latest attack took place. According to the publicity secretary, the victims of the attacks were natives of Irigwe from Basa local government area of the state. According to the report, both the spokesperson of Operation Safe Haven and police, Major Samson Zakom, and DSP Alabo Alfred, have yet to respond to inquiries. The International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, has declared 14 Nigerians wanted for alleged involvement in crimes such as human trafficking, drug trafficking, robbery, and forgery. These individuals are reportedly wanted by multiple countries for offenses committed within their jurisdictions. Among those listed, Felix Omorege is accused by Belgium of leading a criminal ring exploiting minors, while Jessica Edosomwon faces allegations in France of human trafficking and handling illicit proceeds. Similarly, Uche Ebwe, Jude Uzoma, Chinedu Ezunara, and Benedict Okoro are wanted in Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, and Nicaragua, respectively, on drug trafficking and organized crime charges. Other suspects include Ikechukwu Obidiozo and Akachi Vitus, sought in Angola for crimes including kidnapping and armed robbery, while Alachi Stanley faces similar allegations. Mary Eze is wanted in Denmark for human trafficking, and Buhari Salif has been flagged in China for alleged drug smuggling. In Canada, Tim Lo Nkem is wanted for sexual assault and legal violations, while Austin Costa and Oromi Festus are accused in India for forgery, conspiracy, and fraud. Interpol issued these alerts to inform the public and seek assistance in locating the individuals. 18-year-old suspect Fatia Abdul Hakim, accused of killing a retired permanent secretary in Niger State, Adamu Jagaba, has died while in police detention. Some police sources said Abdul Hakim died on Thursday, but could not tell the cause of his death. The suspect was recently paraded by the Commissioner of Police in Niger State, Shaulub Ebenezer Dan Mama, as being the principal suspect in the killing of the late permanent secretary, Adamu Jagaba, who was attacked and stabbed to death at his block industry near PDP Secretariat in Mina. While narrating his involvement in the murder case, during the police parade, Abdul Hakim said he was contracted by some workers of the deceased to kill him. The spokesperson for the Niger State Police Command, Wasiu Abiodun, confirmed the death of the suspect. A bus reported returning from Onitsha was ambushed by gunmen at Emure-Ile near the borders of Ekiti and Ondo State, kidnapped all passengers including the driver, Sunday Emmanuel. Meanwhile, a member of the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria at the Ado-Ekiti Motor Terminal, who pleaded anonymity, hinted that the kidnappers have demanded 30 million naira each as a ransom for the abductees. The situation highlights ongoing safety concerns for travelers in the region, emphasizing the need for enhanced security measures to protect individuals on the road at all times. An incident has shaken the community of Sokara, Eza South local government area of Ebonyi State, as a 40-year-old man, Joshua Nwafo, allegedly killed his wife, Charity, in a dispute over cooking a tuber of yam. The tragic event occurred in the couple's home, where they had lived together for 17 years. Joshua, a native of Sokara, and Charity, originally from Akuzo, Onitsha local government area, had built a life together and had children. According to eyewitnesses, the altercation began when Joshua brought out yam to cook for the family. However, Charity insisted on having roasted yam instead and went ahead to roast it. This seemingly minor disagreement escalated into a deadly confrontation. Joshua became enraged, dragged his wife into their room, locked the door and brutally beat her until she succumbed to her injuries. The eyewitness expressed shock and sadness over the incident, emphasizing the importance of peaceful conflict resolution in marriages. Next, from our foreign desk. A Russian Moscow City Court has sentenced a U.S. man to 15 years in a penal colony for espionage. The man, named Gene Spector, is to serve in a strict regime penal colony, taking into account a sentence the defendant had already received for bribery. It published a photograph of Spector in the defendant's cage, wearing glasses and a dark jacket. No details of the accusation against him have been released. Russia has detained and sentenced some U.S. citizens and dual nationals in recent years, some of whom have been freed in prisoner exchanges. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gashkovic was convicted of espionage in July and released in August. The report has it that the trial, except for the sentencing, took place behind closed doors due to the secret nature of the case. The little town of Bethlehem and the occupied West Bank has good reason to consider itself the capital of Christmas, but this year it does not feel like it. There are very few visitors at what is typically a peak time. There are not the usual cheerful street decorations, nor the giant Christmas tree in front of the Nativity Church built over the spot where it is believed that Jesus was born. Public celebrations of Christmas have been cancelled for a second year because of the war in Gaza. Palestinian Christians are only attending religious ceremonies and family gatherings. Comments from Reverend Dr. Monta Isaac, a local Lutheran pastor, said it should be a time of joy and celebration, but Bethlehem is a sad town in solidarity with their siblings in Gaza. At his church, the nativity scene shows baby Jesus lying in a pile of rubble in the run-up to Christmas, a prayer service focused on the catastrophic situation in Gaza. Dozens of people have died after a passenger plane crashed with about 70 people on board in Kazakhstan, local officials said. Authorities in Azerbaijan, where the flight originated, said there were at least 30 survivors. Azerbaijan Airlines Flight J28243 caught fire as it attempted to make an emergency landing near the Kazakh city of Aktau. The plane was en route to Grozny in Russia, but it was diverted due to fog. The airline said the plane made an emergency landing about 3 kilometers from Aktau. It took off from the Azerbaijani capital Baku at 3:55 GMT on Wednesday and crashed around 6:28. Reports from Russian media said the aircraft collided with a flock of birds before crashing, but this has not yet been confirmed. Officials from the countries involved have stated different numbers for those who were on board and for those who survived. The airline said 62 passengers and 5 crew members were on board the Embraer 190, but other reports put the total at 72. The reported members of survivors ranges from 28 to 32. Those on board were mostly Azerbaijani nationals, but there were also some passengers from Russia, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. Both Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan have launched investigations into the accident. Next is sports update. Nigeria's Karate Technical Director Dave Jegede says the country will target more international success following Rita Ogene and Israel Jegede's bronze medal winning performances at the 11th Commonwealth Karate Championship in Durban, South Africa. Ogene claimed bronze in the women's 68 kg category, while Israel Jegede secured his medal in the men's 84 kg category, as Nigeria was represented by 5 athletes alongside 2 coaches, 1 referee, a board member, and the Secretary General at the championship. Karate Federation of Nigeria President Silas Agara expressed satisfaction with the team's performance, highlighting the federation's commitment to developing the sport across the country. Constance Abode, 61 kg, and Kingsley Fineface, 67 kg, narrowly missed out on bronze medals after losing their respective medal matches, but the technical director remains optimistic about Nigeria's future in sport. And on entertainment. American rapper Kendrick Lamar has been named the greatest pop star of 2024 by Billboard. Lamar had an impressive run on the Billboard Hot 100 chart this year due to his hip-hop beef with Canadian rapper Drake. During the beef, Lamar released many charting songs, including the #1 single, Not Like Us. Kendrick Lamar is now the first rapper to be named Billboard's greatest pop star of the year since Drake in 2018. Meanwhile, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You has now tied Lil Nas' Old Town Road and Shabuzi's A Bar Song Tipsy as the longest-running #1 song on Billboard Hot 100 chart history for 17 weeks. This means the longest-running #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 chart are by all black lead artists. From the entire staff of BIODUN Communications Limited, owner of MLC TV and Sharon Radio Online, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you, our clients and general audience, for believing in us. Let us do it better in 2025. And for us to serve you better, please keep watching and sharing our links and videos to attract more subscribers as they go viral. For more information on contributions and advert placements, please call the numbers displayed on your screen. Join us daily to watch our news and other exciting programs that will brighten your day. You can also subscribe to all our social media handles to watch our previous and subsequent programs. We are MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brothers and sisters keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Khadijat Mohammed. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.